Hello everyone, today I'm going to talk about my strategy that I used to profit on Friday with the SQQ, which is the inverse of a /NQ. So first let's give a bit of context right here. So the market actually opened really high because of big earnings on I think Thursday evening. It had a really huge gap to fill here. So at first my plan was really to maybe get a sort of sell-off right here, but it was so fast that I couldn't really catch it. So what was my plan? Well, absolutely didn't catch this first move right here. I'm going to show you on the 1 minute chart. I didn't catch this move right here. It was too fast for me and I couldn't really, I didn't have a concrete plan for this one. So I knew there were going to be consolidation right here, but I didn't trade the reversal. First of all, because the direction was not in my favor, and the margin of profit was not worth it. You know why? Because if you watch here, there was a previous support, quite a big support right here, which could turn in a quite brutal resistance. So I didn't trade this move, so this reversal. But I knew the stock really had a gap to fill because I went on a 5 minute chart. I always do my technical analysis on the 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, basically a lot of time frames. But the 5 minute one is in my opinion it's quite good when you're trading intraday. So I looked for areas of structure for a potential gap. So I knew that the stock really struggled to pass the EMA line on the 1 minute chart, and I knew it could go lower. I really knew because all of this was basically uncharted territory. So it had really huge space, but it could bounce right here. So that's why I drew a support right here, and the second one was right here. So this is basically how I got these areas of support by looking at the 5 minute chart. Then I went on the 1 minute chart. I actually didn't get this move right here, but I got this one. So how did I plan my trade? Well, I knew that if there was a gap to fill and the stock was so bearish, I mean SQs was obviously bullish, but the overall market was bearish. So I didn't catch this move, but I knew I had a second chance because I always trade maybe the first pullback or the second pullback, but never the third one. So I didn't catch this one, but I knew if I caught this one, I could have it was an okay margin right here, a bit less than 1%. So I knew that. So basically, my strategy was that each time the stock creates a small triangle like this, I always kind of draw these two lines forming a triangle, like a small triangle. And if I see that the stock doesn't really get to the EMA line, even if it does, I want a strong rejection with consistent volume and a big candle. So I actually entered on this candle. It pulled back a bit, but it got rejected, so that was a really good sign. And I didn't really, respect my sell point. I should have set my limit order right here, but I actually sold around this level. But that's not really a problem here. So basically, the strategy is that you could have went short on the future, but I traded the inverse. I found the areas of structure. Then I analyzed the 1 minute chart, and I knew the stock had more margin to give back because it had that huge gap from Thursday evening after market close. I knew it could go lower after this consolidation. So I waited for the first pullback. I didn't catch this move. I caught this one. I knew if it got rejected here, I could catch this small move here and directly lock in profits because it was already super overextended. So it's a really risky move. So why do I really advise not to take this trade in most cases? Because here I did take the trade because it had absolutely no, it was a huge gap. But if you traded this strategy right here, you couldn't really do this because You got all of these moves right here, this small resistance, small support. It's really, it's not helpful when you're doing kind of these buy high and sell higher moves. So I only trade these when there's a really huge gap here, and when I see that there's margin between potential areas of structure. So in this area, for example. So that's how I traded and made profit on, and I'll see you soon.